Hello and welcome to Daily Reflection with Aneel Aranha. Today is the 11th of February 2018 and we're going to reflect on the Gospel of Mark, chapter 1, verses 40 to 45. A leper came to him, begging him, and kneeling, he said to him, "If you choose, you can make me clean." Moved with pity, Jesus stretched out his hand and touched him and said to him, "I do choose, be made clean." Immediately the leprosy left him and he was made clean. After sternly warning him, he sent him away at once, saying to him, "See that you say nothing to anyone, but go, show yourself to the priest, and offer for your cleansing what Moses commanded as a testimony to them." But he went out and began to proclaim it freely and to spread the word, so that Jesus could no longer go into any town openly, but stayed out in the country, and people came to him from every quarter. The Gospel of the Lord. I was scared of lepers when I was a child. Not only did they look scary with their disfigured faces and missing limbs, leprosy was still very contagious at the time, and I used to be very afraid that I would catch it. When lepers came begging, my father would sometimes give me a coin to give them, and I'd drop it in their hands with much fear. And I used to have bad dreams for weeks after. I am not the only one who was so afraid. Years ago, there lived a man called Francis who was terrified of lepers. He used to say that in the days of his vanity, he would look at their houses only from a distance of 2 miles, and he would hold his nostrils with his hands, scared that their very smell would infect him. One day Francis heard the bell signaling a leper was near. Lepers used to wear a bell around their necks to warn people that they were in the vicinity. Francis started to go away, but something told him to face his fear. So he turned around, came to the leper, embraced the man, and kissed him, and that is when he conquered his fear. We conquer our fears when we face them, when we greet them, when we embrace them. And although I have never had to conquer my fears about lepers by embracing one, I haven't seen one in years, I've had to conquer other fears, and I realize the only way is by doing what I just described. So conquer your fears by meeting them, not running away from them. But this story has more to teach us than just conquering our fears. It shows us how to look at other people, especially those we dislike or despise. We need to look beyond their identities. Francis was able to see beyond the leper label to discover the real person who stood before him, a beautiful child of God. And that healed Francis of a leprous heart. We know this man today as Saint Francis of Assisi. May we all follow in his example. God bless you.